hell no. Y'all, let me give credit where credit is due. I was watching Tasha K live last night, and she spilled some tea on Derrick the Degenerate Jaxn down in Miami, a little too close with a lady that didn't look like Derrick Jaxn, okay? You want to talk about it? Here we go. We going to talk about it. I got the tea. We going to credit the queen, Tasha K. On this channel, we don't bash other, we're not going to bash other YouTubers. I'm just bringing the information as I heard it. And I'm going to post a couple of pictures as I received on social media from the Shade Room and from Tasha K. And we going to drag this today. He getting dragged today, okay? And typically, I only put the negative energy on a person who be doing the negative things. But his wife out here casting spells and shit on people because your husband out of control and you can't keep him in line, and you gonna cast a spell on everybody who got something to say because he be out here in public doing things. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. All right, so if you got time for the tea, come holler at me.
Hey everybody, it's Keisha, baby, and if you got time for the tea, come holler at me. See you in a bit.
So I'm watching Tasha K live last night on a Friday, and one of the topics was Derrick Jaxn cheating. And I'm like, well, I'm not shocked, right? But I'm like, surely he wouldn't be out here getting caught in public after the big old scandal that occurred. You know what I'm saying? After he got his wife on social media threatening that people choke and their children choke and their husband choke and the wife choke and everybody die if they say anything negative on her marriage that was probably never ordained or orchestrated by God from the beginning, but that's a whole nother topic. So I said, surely he wouldn't be that silly. Surely he wouldn't be that crazy. Yeah. So, looks like someone snapped a couple of pictures of Mr. Derrick the Degenerate Jaxn with a little light-skinned girl. She was cute, had a little shape or whatever, but I know that wasn't his wife because his wife don't look nothing like that. Like his wife, she ain't no bad-looking woman, but she don't look like Derrick's type. And when I say she don't look like Derrick's type, the women that we have seen on social media who he allegedly has been involved with don't look like Danae. That's all I'm saying. They just, not saying one look better than the other. I'm just saying that they don't look alike, right? So, looks like he down in Miami. He got his little shirt unbuttoned with his little chest poking out. And this girl, she all standing next to him. She got on little cute little outfits. The shorts a little too short. You can see a little bit. You can see her ass or whatever. And she's standing next to him. And they hands kind of a little close to each other. I said, hold up now. I ain't married. I don't know how it go. I ain't never been married. But I just figured when you was married, you don't be close to no woman that's real cute like that. Like real close, almost like y'all know each other or like showing a little PDA. That ain't in a rule book in marriage, right? It wouldn't be in mine. It wouldn't be in mine. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so the source who provided Tasha K the photos said that he or she observed them and they were very touchy, feely, okay? It looks like the source informed Tasha K that Derrick Jaxn allegedly was feeling on her booty, okay? In public, Derrick Jaxn. People know who you are, especially the black community. You know what I'm saying? How you out there in public? I'm not saying you did anything. I wasn't there. I'm just going by third-party information. I'm looking at the photos. It ain't looking right. But you always got some advice for ladies. If your man does this, or if he's doing this, or if he's saying this, then you need to. Do you ever sit down to Danae and have them conversations with her that you had to us? Do you ever sit down and talk to Danae and say, Danae, if your husband is me, you need to run? Okay? Don't you get on Instagram no more telling women what they need to look out for and what they need to watch out for when you skip your wife and don't have these conversations with your wife about you, because I'm tired of it, okay? Never was a Derrick Jaxn fan before the scandal broke. Didn't have anything against him. He just was a little boring to me. I just never was a fan. Then when the scandal broke, I'm like, surely these black women out here are not going to continue to listen to a man where it publicly appears that he treats his wife like crap and that he is disrespecting his wife and he circled around all these rumors and allegations all the time. Surely these black women are not going to continue to follow a man that his wife don't need to follow. Well, let me tell you something. Black women be loyal to black men to a fault sometimes. And let me tell you something. We got a lot of great black men. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about the good black men that are husbands, faithful to their wives, and fathers to their children, and are loyal to their family. I ain't talking about y'all brothers. We talking about these out here, okay? The Derrick Jaxns and whatnot. So anyway, if y'all remember about a month ago, I guess Zanaya got tired of y'all coming on her social media, coming on her page, coming for her and her husband. And so she started spitting out all of these curses and death wishes on all of y'all who speak negatively on her husband. Do you ever put these curses on your husband? Because that's the only person who really hurting you or disrespecting you. And if your husband was acting accordingly to the Bible that you believe in, and I am a Christian, all right, so I ain't coming for the Bible. But if your husband would act accordingly, nobody would even know who you were. Nobody would even know who you were. Nobody would have known your name. Nobody would have been looking for you as it was prior to the scandal breaking out, okay? So, you know, she's like, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Who anointed in your marriage? Who you was talking about when you said touch not my anointed, do my prophet no? I know you ain't got the spirit of prophecy, because if you had the spirit of prophecy, you probably would have done everything that you could have done to stop him from going to Miami. If you had the spirit of prophecy, would you have married him from the get-go? I ain't trying to come for her because she's a victim, and it seems like she buries herself in the Bible and in scripture to escape her reality. And it amazes me how women get into a marriage with a toxic man. In general, we're speaking in general. He was toxic when you met him, toxic before you married him, toxic when you married him. Now, all of a sudden, this is a holy matrimony. Now, you didn't disobey the God. You didn't fornicated with this man before you got married. Probably got pregnant before you got married. Could have been married when you met him and started messing around with him. Now, all of a sudden, because you want him and you're not strong enough to let go, God said you can't get a divorce. God said you weren't supposed to do step 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you did it anyway, right? So now, because he is busted, there is a statement circulating from Derrick Jaxn. I'm about to read it. Over the past several months, my family and I have gone through many changes. Some of you have speculated, while others of you have reached out to offer support as we privately establish this new normal for ourselves and our beautiful children. Is a new normal like you having an open marriage and your wife like on Instagram 24/7 throwing out curses or reading Bible verses? Like, do she spend time with the kids? I'm just asking. It's just a question, no judgment. Earlier this year, after much prayer, counseling, deep consideration, he should have said deep penetration elsewhere, we decided to go our separate ways and file for divorce. You decided that, Derrick, allegedly. I think you decided all on your own. I'm just going to say, I think you decided that all on your own. Danae seemed like she would have just been your doormat till the good Lord took her to glory. Making this decision to file was one of the hardest decisions of my life, but I found peace knowing that our mission of raising healthy children, starting with healthy and whole parents, is being accomplished. Derrick, are you getting any help for narcissism, lying, cheating? Because in order to be healthy, you have to be whole on the inside. And I think you keep skipping that part. I think you think healthy is, now I can freely go out here in these streets and I ain't got to hear Danae mouth. And now when people report or blog about it, I can say, I'm single. That's what you call healthy, so that you won't get in trouble when you get caught. Falling in love as just teenagers to become spouses and now co-parents. I'm grateful for the years we spent together and wouldn't trade them for anything. Yeah, because you had somebody sitting at home watching the kids while you was out there running the streets and sitting in cars trying to tell women that they need to leave their man, but you forgot to tell Danae she need to leave her man too. I was blessed to have such an amazing person in my life and will forever be thankful for all she's meant to our family because she's the sitter while you go do what you want to do. We ask that if you pray, I won't. Don't even worry about it. So please pray for us as we navigate this grieving process. Derrick, you ain't going to be grieving. You out here having a blast. And they're going to be the one throwing hexes at everybody, casting spells on us just because we saw the pictures and we didn't have something to say about her husband out there publicly being a little too close to other women. If not, please respect our privacy. Let's talk about privacy. Privacy is when you married, you don't be out in public with a little cute girl next to you, all touchy, feely, all in her face. She all in your face. You constantly looking around, seeing if you can. No. When you do your dirt out in public, it's all of our business because you are a public figure. Okay. When your wife put curses on the that's not funny. When your wife throw curses onto the public because of the public behavior that you're demonstrating for everybody to see, ain't nothing private about this, okay? If it was private, you wouldn't have got caught, all right? If it was private, you wouldn't have got caught from the get-go. We wouldn't have even looked up who your wife was, and she wouldn't be cursing us out in spiritual tongues until this day. All right, so y'all just wanted to come with the tea. Again, I got this from Tasha K. She produced the receipts. Go check out her live. It was hilarious last night. And y'all, black women, we do got some healthy, positive black men we can follow. I'm not telling you to unfollow Derrick the Degenerate Jaxn, but it amazes me how him and some of these preachers, they subscribers be high, and some of these preachers got allegations about messing with boys. Hey, in all things, use your wisdom. All right. I'm not married. I never been married. I can't tell a married person what to do. But what y'all gonna stop doing is lying on my God, saying that my God told you to be in this toxic relationship. Because if we really follow the rules and regulations that God laid before us, we wouldn't have even landed with a lot of the men that we landed with. So you want to ignore God until you get what you want. And then when you see what you want ain't good for you, you want to use God as an excuse to stay in something he never wanted you to be in from the get-go, all right? So y'all pray my strength in the Lord. Keep me covered under the blood because I don't want that little girl coming trying to throw no hex at me. I came from a holiness church, and they done laid all kind of oil on me. So if you try to throw something my way, boop, it's coming back to you, Danae. Don't play with me. Go play with Derrick. Derrick, don't play with me. Go play with the little girl in Miami you was playing with, all right? All right? That's all I wanted to drop a little tea today. If you got time for the tea, come holler at me. Bye.